We all want to know what is the key to long-lasting love. Here with advice, we welcome back California life coach and author Dr. Dain Heer. Morning. Do you have the answer?
Good morning. Oh,
is it a magic pill?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Exactly. Isn't that the great question?
Isn't it?
I know. It's a lot of work, unfortunately.
Of course it is. Like anything that's worth fighting for is, yes, absolutely. Because in your book you talk about divorcing yourself. Remind us of what that is.
Well, it's when you get together with somebody and you cut the people out of your life that you think they won't like or get along with, and you cut the things out of your life that you think that they don't want you to do anymore. And what ends up happening is you end up making that person the sole source for everything in your life. It's a really tough thing for anybody to try to fulfill. And so what ends up happening is we start getting to this place where we resent each other. We feel like we have less energy. We feel like we have less stimulation from the outside.
And I guess you lose the sense of who you are.
Exactly.
And what you are. Because as you say, you advise people not to actually kind of become one in a relationship and to keep those identities.
And at the same time realize that doing that actually creates a greater relationship.
Yeah.
So what I'm advocating for is actually a greater relationship, not a worse relationship.
Okay.
We just have this idea that, oh, if I can become you and you can become me, then we'll have the greatest relationship ever. And then you wake up 20 years later and go, I hate you. Well, why do you hate them? And do you really hate them? Or is it that you hate everything that you've let go of that was fun for you and that was nurturing for you and that you brought to the relationship?
So let's go through some points, a whole bunch of tips in order to create a really good relationship. The first one is be equal, as you say.
Yeah, never make your partner greater than you, never make you greater than your partner.
Okay.
Never make your partner less than you, never make you less than your partner. And when you do that, what happens is, because we've all seen relationships in which one partner is a valuable product and the other one is down here, what that eventually creates is resentment on both sides. And in order for either of them to change it, then a lot of times it leads to the necessity of a breakup.
Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Nobody is better or worse than the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. Yay. Don't play the blame game.
Yes.
What about if he left the toilet seat up continually?
Exactly. Well, here's the thing you got to realize is, why is it that men are supposed to put the toilet seat down, but women aren't supposed to leave it up for us?
Oh, look at you. Hey?
See, this is the thing that gets us in this relationship idea, is we have these ideas about the way it should be. And if our partner didn't grow up in the same type of household, or if they didn't live with the same rules, we expect them to follow those rules. But what if they're not their rules?
Okay.
So one of the things we want to do is we want to look at the rules that we're trying to impose on them and go, okay, I'm not going to try to impose my rules on you anymore. Because the thing is, if you're not grateful for your partner exactly as they are, why are you with them?
So a little bit of acceptance would go a long way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Start each day afresh.
Yes.
Don't let the arguments hang over.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the way to do this is actually, so there's two things that are involved with this. But the first thing is, what I tell people, because it sort of blows their mind at first, is destroy and uncreate your relationship every single day. Now, when people hear this, they're saying, what, should I break up with my partner? I'm like, no, the exact opposite.
That's like a lot of work. What do you mean?
It's actually really simple.
Okay.
You look in their eyes, or you do it on your own if they're not somebody who's willing to sort of do this with you. And you go, everything our relationship was yesterday, and all the judgments and the walls of judgment that have built up between us, I now let it all go. What does that do? Well, what it does, it puts you into the next tool, which is to make the conscious choice to be there every single day.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many people do you reckon actually do that?
There was a couple who was married for 25 years, and on her 25th wedding anniversary, she went home to him and said, honey, what I want for our anniversary is to destroy and create our relationship every single day. And he went, you want a divorce? And she said, no, far from it. I love you so much. I want to start anew every single day. And what that does is it means that you're creating your relationship now like you did when you were together, when it was exciting and it was fun, you know? And that's what you want to bring back into it, is the excitement and the fun and the joy of being with this person.
Nice. You say you need to choose to be together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing you want to recognize, is you're making the choice to be together. Every single day you want to look, and even if, you know, they were snoring last night, so you slept in the other bedroom, you look at them and go, okay, he snores, okay, I can be in allowance of that, I can let that happen, and I'm still choosing to be here. When you recognize you're choosing it, you come out of the resentment that builds up when you feel like it's a necessity that you stay there, that a lot of us have. It's when all these things are really simple, but together they create this place where you can have that joy and that excitement again.
Absolutely. You also talk about erasing previous preconceptions about relationships.
Yeah, and one of the ways you can do that is get every point of view about relationship you have from your mom, Write it down.
Yeah.
Every point of view relationship you have from your dad, write it down.
Yeah.
And then do something fun like burn it. Or make a paper airplane and throw it off the cliff or something. Okay. You know what I mean? Something fun, something cathartic to go, you know what? Mom and Dad, thank you so much. I know this worked for you or didn't, because usually it didn't, and I'm going to let it go now. And then start to recognize when you become your mom in a relationship or when you become your dad and go, I'm not going to act like them. I'm going to be here. And you ask yourself, what would my point of view be here? And how would I like to be with my partner?
Oh, man, so many good tips. And we've got more too. We will make sure that they're on our website.
Cool.
So that people can go and have a wee nosy and we read themselves.
Great.
Lovely to see you again. Thank you so
too.
much,
Thanks,
Dain.
Jeanette.
Cool. And as we just mentioned, Dain's tips can be found, yes, on our website and in his book as well, Being You, Changing the World. And it's out now. Cool. Coming up.